Hi guys. So I'm going live today because of late there has been a lot of debates online whether you should go to a public university or a private university in Germany. And the answer is there is no answer. For different situations, you will have different answers. So for some students, it might actually make sense to go to a public university. For some students, it will make sense to go to a private university. And the reason is that every student has a different situation and every university have a different situation. So you cannot just say that I want to go to a public university, or always public universities are better than the private universities, or private educational consultants are charging a lot of money. Putting a blanket answer to any of your your judgments about getting into a master's program in Germany will not be right. So if you think about the German universities, there are top universities when it comes to private universities, and there are top universities when it comes to public universities, and both of these are difficult to get into. So for example, TU Munich, which is Technical University in Munich, is not an easy university to get into. Similarly, WHU is also a difficult university to get into, but WHU is not giving you free tuition fees. They are charging you a lot of money. But if you go to WHU, then your network will be much better, because most of the rich German kids, or let's say well networked German kids, go to WHU. It's a private university. So when you look at public universities, they are top public universities. When you look at private universities, they are top private universities. In both the categories, the top universities are difficult to get into. It is very similar to the situation in India. For example, the top for business education, the top universities in public sector are the IIMs, or Indian Institute of Management. Very difficult to get into. When it comes to private universities, the top institute in the private universities for management is ISB, Indian School of Business. Now both these categories are good, but you always need to look at the top universities. So saying that always public universities are better, or saying that always private universities are better, is not a good way to move. Right? So this is something which you should always take care of. So you always need to think how difficult it is to get into a university, how difficult it is to get into the top program in math, in science, in technology, in business, in whatever. So the more difficult it is to get into a university, the better the university. The more difficult it is to get into a particular university, the better the university. There is another example that doctor's salary is very high in Germany, and it's very difficult to get into a medical profession, because there are a lot of students who want to get into this profession, not just in India but also in Germany. So students actually wait for 2 years, 3 years in Germany to get into a German medical program, or what you call an MBBS in India. So it's not about public versus private universities, it is more about how difficult it is to get into a university. That defines how good the university is. So if there are 10 seats and if there are 100 students applying, then is it a better university versus a university which has 10 seats and only 10 people are applying? So you have to look at success rate of students. There are a lot of public universities in Eastern Germany which are absolutely of no use other than to help you to immigrate into Germany. They stand absolutely, they are very low ranked. If you go to a public university in Eastern Germany, you will have to struggle. The struggle will be on a different level. But if you go to a private university, which is a top private university, your life will be much better. The same is true the other way. Don't go to a very low ranked private university. There is a lot of fraud in private universities in Germany. So they make a lot of money from the students, and then they just close their shop, they just close the university. It happens like it happens in India, where a lot of private universities were closed over a period of time. I have made a list of the private universities which have been closed in last 10 years in Germany. I have put it on Facebook. You can have a look. So never think in a binary fashion. Never think that always public universities are better or always private universities are better. The better way to think is how difficult it is to get into a particular university. So that is what you should think, right? That's the point number one. Point number two, educational consultants. So there are two kinds of educational consultants. One are people like Bharat in Germany. So this guy is exceptionally good at what he does. He has collected a lot of great information and he has gone through the process. So he knows a lot of stuff. So on one end, these are online educational consultants like Bharat in Germany, extremely well talented guy, studied in Germany, lived in Germany, and so on. They have a business to run as well, just like the educational consultants in India. So if you go to an educational consultant in Nehru Place in Delhi or a Connaught Place in Delhi, they will charge you about 2 lakh rupees. What Bharat in Germany is charging you is about 400 or 500 euros, maybe 30,000-40,000 rupees. So he's charging you 1/3, 1/4 of what will be charged by a physical educational consultant in India. So these are basically two types of consultants. There are more, but these are basically two types of consultants. Bharat in Germany always claims that public universities are better than the private universities. I want to rectify this thinking. This line of thinking is very limited. Ask anybody how good or bad WHU university is when it comes to business. They have partnerships with Wharton in US. They have partnerships with the top schools in the States. They write research papers with Harvard, Stanford, and so on. They go on exchange programs to Berkeley, UCLA, and so on. So these are not universities which are just any other university. So there are exceptionally good private universities also in Germany. So you have to think which kind of educational consultants you are paying money to, because nobody is giving you service for free. So everybody is selling you something. So for example, and there are a lot of tricks they use to sell you stuff. So for example, Bharat in Germany will do a lot of marketing online, like, he will create a lot of these memes, which is these online cartoons and stuff like that on Instagram to influence your mind. This is a psychological trick. Similarly, the physical educational consultants will also use a lot of psychological tricks on you and on your parents, wherein you would say, oh no, we'll help you even if you don't have a proper CV, or even if you don't have proper grades and so on. So you need to know what these two category of people are good at, and you need to know what they are selling you at what price and what is their underlying motivation. This has to be very clear in your mind and in your parents' mind. So that is number two, that you have to differentiate what kind of consultant you are engaging, and nobody is giving you free advice. I'll repeat that. There is nobody who's spending money, who's spending time to give you advice for free. Everybody is making money out of you. And the answer and the reason is everybody has to buy his or her food. So if somebody is becoming an educational consultant, whether it's an online educational consultant like Bharat in Germany, or whether they are physical ones in Nehru Place and so on, everybody is charging you money. So nobody is giving you their experience for free. I have experience of more than 10 years of working in Germany. I have an undergrad degree, a BTech from an IIT, and I have a German passport. So I have gone through all the process which you can imagine, and I can tell you that there is nobody in the market of this education consulting, whether you go to Germany or Canada, which will help you for free. So everybody is going to charge you some money. Now the only question is how much money they will charge you. And whether you go to public university or private university, that is a separate topic. But everybody is going to charge you money. Nobody is going to give you free advice. So that is point number 2. Point number 3, there is thousands and thousands of generic information available on the internet. You can go to Bharat in Germany, very good information. Their YouTube channel is exceptional. You can go to Nick Shala, that's another guy based out of Berlin, doing exceptionally well, putting in a lot of nice content on YouTube. So you can find a lot of good, extremely good content online. But remember that that is very basic, that is very generic content, that is super helpful. But what you need is guidance, is coaching when it comes to admissions. So the first question you should ask yourself is whether you want to go to US or whether you want to go to Germany. The second question, and it's not just US right now because Asia is coming up. So I've seen a lot of students going to Taiwan, to Korea, to Singapore, and they are doing exceptionally well. They are not staying too far from their families. You know, flight to Singapore from Delhi is like 5 hours. From Chennai, it is like, I don't know, even 3.5 hours. So why would you stay in Canada or in US when you have so much of opportunity in Singapore, or when you have so much of opportunity now in Taiwan or in Korea? So you have to really have a very clear mind. Which country are you picking and why? That's number 1. That is the first factor. The second factor is your grades. So there are smart students and there are not so smart students. If your marks in your +2 in your 12th grade was, I don't know, 60%, that is not too much in CBSE in India. You need to have at least 80-85% marks so that you can stand a good chance to move forward in life. So there are students who are able to get good grades because of their hard work or because of their intelligence or whatever. And there are students who are not able to get good grades. So if you're not able to get good grades, then you just go to a private university in Germany, because you will never be able to get into a public university, whatever is being told to you online. You may get into a public university in a German taught program, but you will never be able to finish the German taught program. I have seen a lot of students, not just Indian students, but Chinese students, Asian students, who go there and on conditional offer saying, okay, I'll do a preparatory course for 1 year, 1.5 years or whatever, and I will learn German after going there. You never learn German going there, you know, if you do not have the motivation. So you need to have the motivation. That is the point number 3. So if your motivation is low to learn a new language, to do a German taught program, then public university is not for you. You should go for a private university or an English taught program. So which country? You have to pick distance from the family, point number 1. Point number 2, grades. If you are not super smart or you don't have good grades, accept it. Accept the reality. That's point number 2. Point number 3, family situation. If your family has, I don't know, net worth of 20 crores, 30 crores or 5 million euros or whatever, then obviously it doesn't really matter to them that you spend 20,000-30,000 on a private university in Germany. So it is a very customized and a very personal decision. If your family is rich, it doesn't really matter I just quit my job in Denmark and came back to India for a short while now because of some family reasons, and I don't care because I have enough money and I don't need the money. I don't need to show off the money online by saying that, you know, I made like 500,000 of revenue or whatever that revenue is online to say, okay, you know, I have this kind of wealth. So there are a lot of rich people, there are a lot of rich students who want to go to Germany, and for them private universities can actually be much better, because you will find that in Germany also there is a categorization, and this is very subtle. Only people who have lived in Germany can tell you. I have lived in Germany for about 10 years. I can tell you this. There is a categorization just like India. Rich people and poor people, or working class and all the doctors and engineers and so on. So kids of a doctor or engineer will go to where? Better universities. And kids of working class do not go to better universities. There is a concept called, and you can Google it, there is a concept called social mobility. Social mobility means that child of a janitor or child of a tea seller can become prime minister in India or not. So social mobility means that the next generation of that family, how high can they go? Social mobility is very high in countries like Denmark, in Sweden, but it's extremely low when it comes to countries like Germany. So that is family situation you need to think about. If your family is rich, then don't get into this public versus private university and this and that. And again, I mean, if you want to go to Germany and if you have the right motivation, then motivation is the last point. Then don't care about public and private university. See, the average salary is around 50,000 euros. I'm assuming that you get into an IT kind of a job or some design kind of a job or engineering kind of job. So 50,000 euros you will start with. In 2-3 years you will reach maybe 70, 80, 100,000 euros. So even if you spend like 20,000 euros on a private university, how does it really matter, right? So those are a few things you need to consider. So it has to be a very personalized solution. Every individual is different. Every individual has a different starting point. Your answer is dependent on your starting point. Don't go by this, you know, I'll go to public university only, it's free and blah blah blah. I'll go to private university only because of this. And also consider this, anybody who's talking to you, including me, wants your money. Whether it is Bharat in Germany or whether it is educational consultant and so on. And everybody is doing a business, and it's not bad to do a business because everybody has to go out and buy the nice iPhone or nice nice notebooks and all that kind of stuff. Everybody has to pay money. And how do you pay money? You earn money first. If I have some knowledge of last 10 years or 15 years working abroad, living abroad, being a German citizen, then obviously there has to be some remuneration in return. I'm not your savior, and neither is Bharat in Germany, nor are these educational consultants in Connaught Place and Nehru Place. Nobody is going to save you. It's only your motivation that is going to save you. So keep your motivation high and don't think about 1,000 or 2,000 euros here and there. You have a long life, and in that long life you can earn a lot of money and you can always pay back that money. So good luck guys. If you have any questions, you can let me know. I'll keep posting these educational videos about education, especially in Europe. It's an exciting opportunity for Indian students and Asian students, and you should definitely pursue it. Alright guys, all the best.